Recording. Well, here we are on YouTube. Oh, what's going on?
What are you doing?
The
You're absolutely. This is what?
the pop filter was touching the thing. You're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to not touch it. Yeah, make
Yeah, you're
that
not
face.
supposed
Yeah,
to
you
touch it.
go ahead. Make that face. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Don't touch. No touchy touchy. All right. Nathan's heard that a lot as a teacher. I'm really looking forward to this because this is another Suf. Why don't you start with the Welper on your YouTube first, there, Nathan?
Well,
Maybe I
here we
can-
are on YouTube. Just a couple of assheads trying to figure out how to pronounce Sufjan Stevens.
Thank you. We did his album, Illinois, or Come On Feel the Illinois, or something like that. Great. We loved it. It was quite an experience, a very different style of music than we ever listened to, but we really loved the journey. We appreciate the donation from our patron who is in this Discord channel right now watching us screw up live. If you want to be part of our Discord channel with your requests or just come join us regardless, the link is below in the description. It's free of charge, but this request wasn't. And I'm very excited to do this because, again, we wouldn't know which performance to go to, where to look, and this patron who wants to remain anonymous, he told us where to go and where to look, and it's 3 songs. So we're going to do 3 songs in a row from the same performance. This is from 2006. Casimir Pulaski, Jacksonville, and the predatory wasp of the Palisades is out to get us. So those are the 3 songs we're going to do. So sit back, relax. I don't even know what this guy looks like, let alone what he sounds like live. I'm sure he sounds very similar to the studio. But I'm very excited to see how he performs these songs live because that was the first thing I was thinking of when I was listening to that album. Like, how does he pull these stuff off live? So I'm very interested in that.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
All
good.
right.
Yeah, the image that we see on screen, I don't know if that's him. I think that might be the introducer.
Yeah, well, I know Sufjan Souffle. I know he's our age, so I don't like. This guy's a really bad looking 45-year-old in 2006. Because Souffle would be about 2006. He'd be 32. So
Sufjan.
I think he's gonna be about.
How hard
Yeah.
it just rolls off the tongue. Sufjan.
Yeah, that rolls off the tongue. So he's Sufjan. Okay,
Sufjan.
here we go. Okay, here we go.
All right.
He's 32 approximately, I think, in this video.
He has wings.
Oh wow, he looks very young. It's in the way of that guy. Hey. Oh, he's a young-looking kid.
About a famous Polish-American Revolutionary War hero named Casimir Pulaski.
Oh, the girl's there. The girl. Remember we talked about the singing.
Yeah, the backup singer.
She's not too bad to look at.
And her wings are pretty.
Yeah. She's like a fairy princess.
So it is Banjo in the song.
Yep.
Goldenrod and 4-H stone, the things I brought you when I found out you had cancer of the bone. Your father cried on the telephone, and he drove his car into the Navy Yard just to prove that he was sorry. In the morning, through the window shade, when the light pressed up against your shoulder blade, I could see what you were reading. All the glory that the Lord has made, and the complications you could do without, when I kissed you on the mouth.
Like each other? Looks like they like each other.
Tuesday night at the Bible study, we lift our hands and pray over your body, but nothing ever happens. And I remember at Michael's house in the living room when you kissed my neck and I almost touched your blouse. In the morning at the top of the stairs when your father found out what we did that night, and you told me you were scared. shirt tucked in and your shoes untied, and you told me not to follow you.
Look at the whole band.
Whole orchestra.
Yeah.
Sunday night when I cleaned the house, I find the card where you wrote it out with the pictures of your mother. And on the floor at the Great Divide, with my shirt tucked in and my shoes untied, I am crying in the bathroom. In the morning when you finally go, and the nurse runs in with her head blown low, and the cardinal hits the window. In the morning, in the winter shade, on the 1st of March, on the holiday, I thought I saw you breathing. All the glory that the Lord has made, and the complications when I see his face in the morning in the window. All the glory when he took our place, but he took my shoulders and he shook my face, and he takes and he takes and he takes.
I mean, that's the only way you could do a song like that is
Pause it. Yeah, we'll talk about So, this is I like it better live. I've always said that when a band can perform live, I'm glad we heard the studio version, of course, but now it's like I think I appreciate even more the live performance having heard the studio, because I'm seeing what he's doing on stage, and he's about 32 here, and it blows my mind that he's got this whole like orchestra performing his composition. It's like incredible, this is like his 6th studio album or something. This time it was like he was already deep into albums and what have you. For our Discord patron who's in the Discord who gave us this request, can you tell me the name of the girl? Not the creeper. I just wanted I'm just curious because, well, look, she's lovely. I mean, she's a lovely looking girl, but I'm just saying I would be interested to hear. I think she's a solo artist as well. Like, I think she has her own stuff. So I'd be actually kind of curious to see what she does outside of his work.
Sure,
but it's really cool that she's performing with him. Yeah. What's your thoughts there, Nate?
Yeah, it's, I mean, we did this album, it feels like a long time ago now. This was like
a couple weeks
ago. And I mean, I really liked the sound. I really liked the sound of that. I wonder, like, on that album, did he play a lot of the instruments? That was a question that we had. Was he the one that played it all, or did he just like write it all and then other people played it? And so
I think he did a lot of it. He did a lot of it on the album recording.
He did a lot of it.
I remember reading out all the instruments he played. This was basically
and the reason I
minus
asked
some of
that,
the brass.
yeah, the reason I asked that is it's just interesting to put that kind of in context here, where he's the one that played all those instruments on the album, so he wanted them played certain ways. And I remember commenting that the way that he played some of the horns was just so well played. You know what I mean? Like you can feel more of the intent behind it when it's the person that wrote the music. They play it the way they want it to be played, instead of just like, well, here's some notes on a page, play it. You know, it's one thing to say, do it this way, and it's another thing to actually pull that off as the actual artist. So
agreed. Okay, the next song is Jacksonville. So here we go.
All right. Yeah, I wonder how the conversations went. It was like, we have to put these wings on. I'm like, hey, I'm paying you, so
thanks very much.
Pretty much. I would have thought the same thing.
The cooler songs that maybe we should wear sunglasses. That would help us out. And I think this is one of the cooler songs. This is about a small town with a big heart in Illinois called Jacksonville.
Like his hair. Very handsome fella.
Mm-hmm.
Take a short break.
This was one of my favorite songs from that album.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not afraid of the black man running. He's got it right, he's got a better life coming. And I don't care what the captain said. I fold it right at the top of my head. State backs in. I follow my heart and it leads me right to Jackson. Oh, Keller, oh. She gave us a medal, she gave us a medal. Oh, Kenner, oh. He is right. Then look where you're at. Train and I ride it after dark. I'm not afraid to get it right. I turn around and I give it one more try. And I said things that I meant to say. The bandstand chairs and the Dewey Day Parade. To the golden age, the spirit is right and the spirit doesn't shade. Oh, Keller, oh. She gave us a mirror, she gave us a map.
and give us the wine.
Pause it there, or
Yeah, they're like, the crowd's kind of like, did we cheer
Yeah.
at the right time? No, we didn't. Okay.
okay. So I'm entering a little bit of the creepy area. I'm getting a little crush on that girl. She's adorable. I'm really enjoying watching her as well. I mean, the camera certainly isn't afraid to show her during the singing, and she's so cute and adorable the way she's singing and being energetic and stuff. And I know it looks like Sufan's a little bit more reserved, like he's not quite animated, so she's really a little bit more animated. But yeah, she's adorable. She's just great to watch. Yeah,
It's her wings.
it's her wings. Yes, I agree.
I just love this, like watching the performance here.
Sorry, just wait.
What?
Sorry, just chimed in on Discord. We're now horn dogs. Guilty as charged. I'm sorry. She's very talented and lovely and talented. But yeah, I'm a bit of a horn dog. No. Okay, go on Google while we're busy listening to your pledge. Give me her name. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, sorry, Nathan. Go ahead.
No. I love the performance. I think I love that song when we listened to it on the track, but I didn't know how much I'd like the performance. I really liked that performance.
Agreed.
Just like, I don't know. I guess I always put myself in the shoes of the people playing and go, what would that feel like? What would it be like to be in that group, kind of hearing that music being part of that? And like, they all just, I don't know, they really, you could tell they're really enjoying being able to be part of that.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
know. What a fun experience.
And it's such a moving
I think-
song, you know what I mean? Like it's just it's got a lot of emotion to it. I love that it kind of like, you feel like clapping at that point, and then it just kind of like
Sure.
was like, well, no, it's not done. There's a feeling I need you to feel at the end of this, and I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, we're both enjoying it, I think, equally as much. And I think we're both on the same page that we love the studio version. And maybe because we're now a little bit more familiar with the songs, seeing this live, it feels fuller. It feels like I'm watching, because I'm watching the brass section, I'm watching the horn section, I'm watching the drummer, watching, of course, the female singer, Sufjan, Souffle, and I'm watching them all perform. And it's just really cool to see them all working together. And the horn section, speaking of horn, the horn section sounds more full. It just sounds more full and energetic. So yeah, I'm just loving it. And I apologize to any of our listeners who, this is just who I am. I'm not going to apologize. I can't help who I am.
You're gonna apologize. And
Take
then
or
not
leave
gonna
it.
Apologize.
I know. It's great stuff. I'm really enjoying this book. Okay,
just
last
keep going
song is
into the next
called. Yeah, and it's 11-minute performance, just so our listeners know. It's called "The Predatory Wasp of the Palisades is Out to Get Us."
All right.
I remember enjoying this on the album too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he thinks her name might be Katrina Kearns. So there you go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So when I was a kid, we used to go to summer camp every year. My parents would send me and my siblings away. And one time at summer camp, I met this one kid, and we became best friends. And we started hanging out all the time. When we go swimming, we were swimming buddies, and we go sailing, we were sailing buddies, and we go canoeing, and we were canoeing buddies. And then we went on a long camping trip where we had to stay in tents and hike for a few days and to climb up these cliffs and do all this adventuring outdoors. And one time we got a little bit lost. We wandered off, and we saw this huge thing in the sky. We couldn't really tell what it was, and it looked like that maybe it was a spaceship or a UFO. So we were really excited, and it was coming closer and closer, and it was making this kind of whirling noise. And then when we saw that it was really close, it actually had wings, and it had claws, and it looked like a giant hawk or a big eagle or a dragon or something. But then it also had a stinger, and it was buzzing, and its wings were kind of transparent. So we thought, oh, it's definitely a wasp. But it was so big, it was like the size of a Goodyear blimp. This is totally true. And we were running and running and running away from it because it was chasing us, and it was buzzing and flapping its wings and cawing like a bird and like a crow. And then we just got away from it just in time before it swooped down, and we hid out in a cave for several days, eating Snickers bars and Charleston chews that we had stashed away in our pockets, etc. Then we got away. We went back to the camp. Oh no! And everyone was like, "Where are you guys? Where were you guys?" We said, "Never mind," but we don't want to tell anyone. And anyway, the rest of the week at camp, everything we saw that was like flapping around in the sky, whether it was a mosquito or a kite or a plastic bag or a helium balloon, we were afraid of it. So maybe this is one of our theme songs for this tour, because that's why we all have wings on. It's sort of to overcome my fear of flying things. So this song sort of takes some of those memories from summer camp, puts it into a song about the predatory wasp that was out to get us.
Very quiet personality.
I like his deadpan humor. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I never do deadpan.
Thinking outrageously, I write in cursive. I hide in my bed with the lights on the floor, wearing 3 layers of coats and leg warmers. I see my own breath on the face of the door. Oh, I am not quite sleeping. Oh, I am fast in bed. There on the wall in the bedroom creeping, I see a wasp with her wings outstretched. Palisades, I come out wearing my brother's red hat. There on his shoulder, my best friend is bid. 7 times he runs, washing his face in his hands. Oh, how I meant to tease him. Oh, how I meant no harm. Touching his back with my hand, I kiss him. I see the wasp on the length of my arm. Great sense upon this state can wait.
I remember that part of the album. They pulled it off awesome there. Live, yeah.
We were in love, we were in love. Palisades, Palisades, I can wait, I can wait. We were in love, we were in love. Palisades, Palisades, I can wait, I can wait. We were in love, we were in love. Palisades, Palisades, I can wait, I can wait. I can't explain the state that I'm in, the state of my heart. He was my best friend. Into the car, from the back seat. Oh, admiration and falling asleep. All of my powers, day after day. I could tell you we swaggered and swayed deep in the tower, the prairies below. I can tell you, but telling gets old. Terrible sting and terrible storm. I can tell you, the day we were born, my friend is gone, yes, he ran away. I can tell you, I love him each day, though we have sparred, wrestled and raged. I can tell you, I love him each day. Terrible sting and terrible storm. I can tell you.
People are like, we're gonna wait till it's over before we clap. They know.
They're just taking cues from each other.
All right. Beautiful song, beautiful composition. Got me not choked up, but it feels like it definitely got feels and just memories of childhood memories I had with you as best friends, growing up as kids, and just the remembering youth adventures we'd have and times of dangers we saw back then, and just just he brought it to the forefront of my memory in a very powerful, real way. It's that's what art does.
Yeah, when he was talking about going to camp, it made me think. I think you were on that camp when we went over to. I think it was Seattle. We went to a scout camp.
A big scout jamboree thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
remember
it was like
that?
hundreds, if not thousands, of Boy Scouts or something.
Yeah. And we like traded uniforms. I still have. I think I have. Maybe I don't have it anymore.
Oh,
I traded my My dad got so mad. I traded my my Canadian Scout uniform for an American one.
That's awesome.
And then my parents had to buy me a new Canadian Scout uniform.
That's great.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good, great. I love that he introduced it that way. That really helped. I love it when artists do that, when they have a story for their music, and they give a little bit of that context for their music. I have a friend of mine that he's a musician. He does that for all of his songs. He gives this kind of story at the beginning. And it's fun. I love hearing that. It really helps you to imagine, more in the song. So
Beautiful. Thank you so much for this request on our Patreon there. You know who you are. I hope other people who are listening to this for the first time, I'd be interested in hear their comments below. But at the very least, I loved it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And nobody's more important than me. So
I guess that's where we end.
that's where we...
All right. See you in the next one.